I gotta start recording stuff here because there's been a lot of shite landings here, and it's not even windy. Like that aircraft right there, 401 Alpha November, it just had a really wobbly landing. You know, a little bit of a bounce, and then the nose came down hard. What the heck's the deal out here? But hey, welcome back. Next up, we're gonna have inbound from Seattle, Washington is gonna be Alaska 738. Let's check that out next. And there they go, Alaska 738. Will they get it in the zone? It's looking like it is. Wow. See, nice and firm touchdown. There's no wind. There's no drama. But Vegas Heavy Aircraft says that Air Force One will be here today, so I want to stick around for that. Next up will be American 1292 from DFW. We all know what DFW. Speaking of American, have you guys been keeping up with all of this rumor about American and United merging? Now, everyone's quick to bash it and to shut it down, and you know, these mainstream YouTube streamers and whatnot, just talking loads of crap about it. And here's the problem. Well, it's not really a problem. When people don't really understand the topic at hand or the mechanics of what they're talking about, they're going to be always very fast to just shut it down. And so that's what's happening on social media. Everyone's saying, oh, it'd be terrible for everybody if United and American were to merge. But you want to know something? The same thing was said back in 2007 and 8 when the Delta and Northwest was in talks. People said, oh, it's going to be terrible. You can't do that. They're too big of an airline. Well, I'll tell you what. History has proven that there is no ceiling for these type of mergers, okay? There's nothing that's ever dictated what too big or what too small is. So if Scott Kirby is actually pitching this to the Trump administration, which, by the way, in today's climate of politics, it's a very easy pushover of an approval to get. Let us not forget that Trump fired all of the, whoa, what is that? And he's still going to land it. Jeez Louise, bro. Trump fired all those antitrust people, but thank God the federal judicial system is still there to oversee these matters. But I'm telling you what, I don't see too much of a bad thing with United and American merging. I don't. Present the case, and then I'll consider it. Next one to come in is going to be American 2231 from Miami. So what would a merger like this really look like? And why is Mr. Kirby making such a pitch? Is it just to rile the markets? Is it to boost the stock for a pump and dump? Or does Mr. Kirby see the opportunity here to become a very high global force of travel? Now, together they would make up 40% thereabouts of the domestic lift here in America. But I believe, and this is just a hunch, that Kirby wants American so that he can utilize more of their aircraft or integrate them to run a lot more international travel. Because once Trump is gone, the floodgates will be open for travel again, I think. Next up is 1659 from Salt Lake City. How will they give it to us? Floater, and just a bit touching on the firm side, no big deal. And what do you think Delta will think about this merger business, huh? I think they will sue immediately for an injunction. They say, hey, we want part of the action too, man. Give United the bad half and give us the good half. That's what Delta would say in court. Hey, check out November 805 Northwest Airlines. A330 300 model, and that used to dominate the skies between Memphis and Schiphol. That would have been a routine daily service on that kind of airplane right before the merger with Delta Airlines, and that was the bulk of what that aircraft would do, just Memphis to Europe. But the big question is, will the engine disintegrate itself on takeoff? Coming up next here, actually what we have next is a Delta 757. Let's check that out. All right, there's now it passes by a couple of penalty box birds. As I've stated before, a lot of those guys have to wait their takeoff slot for SoCal Approach or LA Center. on flights that go north and west. They gotta fit in, they have to get in where they fit in, otherwise they just have to sit it out and wait. Well, let's check out Delta 824. Where the fuck are you? Ah, there you are. There's a fence is clearly in the way now. A bit of a left crosswind starting to develop out here in Vegas. November 6703 Dixie. Swing and a miss. What do you think about the merger between American and United? Speaking of Southwest, I saw a report a friend sent to me this morning, I believe, where a first officer requested medical priority, not just short of an emergency in the air, stating that the captain had been hit by the heads-up display in the cockpit there during takeoff. And I don't know about that, because I thought in the 737, well, maybe Southwest doesn't do, but some airlines require you to use it for takeoff and landing, regardless of what the conditions are. But my question is, isn't it a rigid structure that you have to manually deploy, and it's, you know, it doesn't just fall out, does it? So did the captain hit his head on it, or did it hit the captain's head? That's what I'm curious to find out. Anyone that knows about these 737s, let me know. I do not fly it, never have. Alright, Allegiant 4 is going to come into view here soon. Inbound from Bismarck, and the tower has just reported gains and losses of 10 knots on short final, okay? So let's see what that transpires. As November 805 Northwest begins its takeoff roll, what can we pick up in the 85mm camera lens? There's idle thrust a bit on the high side. Looks like they did a fantastic job mitigating that in the old EasyJet A319. That ship bound for Atlanta. Will it destroy an engine? Not at all. The 22-year-old A330 has taken to the sky. See ya. Fucking fence. Alright, next touchdown is JetBlue 2831. I can't remember where from. But there they go. There they are. JetBlue, the people, everyone's saying is the next to go bankrupt. It's sad to see airlines operating on such margin that this Israeli-American fucking Iranian war just destroying businesses here in the USA, man. It's fucked up. Alright, so that American has been told he's going to be sitting there in position for about 2 minutes. Here comes Frontier 1019 from Phoenix. Now the reason why the tower tells them that is that they have a 90-second rule. When you're lining up and waiting on a runway, they don't want you sitting there for more than 90 seconds because things can happen. Let's just put it that way. Things can happen, things can get forgotten. And so he gave the pilot the option to vacate the runway if he wanted to. And the pilot said, no, we're okay, we'll keep our eyes peeled. Alright, there's another old Northwest bird. This is a 757-300. I believe it's 581 or 582 NW. They're heading over to Minneapolis. Next up is United American, 1862 from Chicago O'Hare, a hub airport that is served both by United and American. Neo is a floating and a swing and a miss and down pretty firmly with a bounce. Beautifully done. Thank you for that action. United 446 from Newark, New Jersey. 5.5 hours in a 737. Very comfortable. Allegiant 39 from Eugene, Oregon is next. And it's funny because everyone's reporting these steady crosswinds. But where I'm standing here, I don't feel jack shite of wind. Nothing at all. Wow, what a greaser. And it's probably because there's lots of buildings behind me. Oh, there's a little bit of wind picking up now. But on the field, it's gusting to 24 knots, and I'm not feeling any of that down here. Oh, I almost missed the Skittles here, dude. That would not have been cool. Next up is American 2255 from Charlotte Douglas. Some action, guys. Come on, what the fuck? Oh yeah, next up is American 2842. Or was it 2482? I don't remember, but Philadelphia inbound. The money line is certainly long. There's American Southwest. Alright, it's at Porter. WestJet. That is the money line for 26 rights takeoffs right now, and they're lagging mainly because of our rivals on the 19s. Doesn't get that long very often here in Vegas. Right, Delta 2289 from Minneapolis. This Delta 1696 from LAX. There's one that I missed coming in earlier. Arizona 1 livery. It said Southwest, so I said, I'm not capturing another one. But that would have been cool. That one had a dramaless touchdown. It was just a normal touchdown here to the zone, but it looks like I love that livery. Don't you? Good job, Southwest. I'll get the number here in a minute, but this guy was given his takeoff clearance, and then he queried the tower. Are you confirmed that we're clear for takeoff? We still have the red lights here. And then he goes, clear for takeoff. Do you still see them? And then they said no. So remember, guys, just remember what happened in New York LaGuardia, right? Cleared across the runway, but the red lights were there. They're called runway status lights. This guy did the right thing and queried ATC. Are you sure you're clear for takeoff? I see the red lights on. And then they went out, and then he took off. So good job, Southwest. Next is Frontier 3417 in the cock-hated woodpecker. All right. Would it look like Woody? The cock-hated woodpecker. All right, here we go. November 57689. Another cool spot there. Why not just call it 56789? All right, you got a treat for us. Delta 549. The 7572. Look at that thing. Sleek. Beautiful. Narrow body, long legs, and big jugs is what they call this thing. Lovely sight to see, isn't it? Guys, this freaking money line is not moving at all. Barely moving at all. Barely moving at all, this line. Here comes American 777. The last Southwest that landed, oh my God, it came down like a stone. They swung and a miss. And it was like right in front of me that happened. I was like, dude, why wasn't I out recording that shit? Next up is going to be Viva. There we are, Viva 112 from Mexico City. I see a couple of Air Force jets on their way here too. Wonder what that's going to be about. Alright, this is going to be the aircraft that's preceding Air Force One, I believe. No, it doesn't mean Air Force One is here yet. No, of course not. It's a scout plane, bro. Right in the zone, pretty firm. Look, finally, Arizona 1 takes to the runway. Here comes JetBlue 511 from JFK. Supposedly the winds are now gusting to 30 on the field. I don't feel shite right here though. To me, the wind is calm, but on the field, supposedly it's 22 gusting 30. And what the heck, why not grab it, right? It's such a cool looking aircraft. I love it. Oh, there's a big stripe as well. I'm sorry, but that does not look like 30 knots of wind, bro. I don't know what the fuck they're smoking in there. Alright, that's it. Peace out, Arizona 1. I doubt it's going to Arizona. About time to take enough. Dude, I wish I had time code on this thing. That was about a 35-40 minute taxi out for that thing. Right, see, you've got on the stairway, you've got Frontier, United, and British Airways, but I don't think we see the Speedbird quite yet. I am on a shitty freaking tripod that costs 40 bucks. So let's see if I can capture anything decent with this. Anything halfway decent? No? Maybe? Maybe I got lucky? Oh, school bus. No! Freaking school buses. Always fucking blocking the shots. Alright, let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. So I was at Sunset, of course, recording earlier, and then the officials came and kicked everybody out. So that only means one thing. Trump is almost here. That's all that can mean. At least I can feel a bit more of the breeze on this side. Nicely done. Of course, next up now we got Speedbird 271. Inbound from London Heathrow. I've been hanging out here plane spotting all day. I finally fell asleep in the car, and then the people are like, hey, everybody's gotta go, the place is closed, gotta go, everybody gotta go. Kicked us all out, so everyone got in their car. Then we couldn't leave because the road was congested, so they had to stop the traffic to let us all get out of the viewpoint that are Sunset Avenue in Las Vegas. All right, how about we check out the touchdown? Have you heard the news, my friends? Spirit Airlines could be gone by the week. You know, their restructuring plan was completely based on a stable fuel regime. They don't have the extra capital to pay for all this added fuel cost since the tickets are already purchased, man. The people who have already bought tickets don't have to pay for the fuel surcharges, you know? The airline does. And they don't have any fucking money. So yeah, it's a real threat. This airline could be gone within days, my friends. And hopefully that doesn't happen, but you never know, man. It's happened before. ATA, Air Midwest, WOW. Those are all airlines that were shut down quickly due to fuel shock, fuel price surging, and Spirit might be next. Alaska 807 Heavy on the way to Honolulu. Volaris, where you at? There you go. Volaris. Whoa, whoa, squirrely, mate. A bit squirrely on that one, wasn't it? Janet 34, yeah. Where are you coming in from, bro? Somewhere secret, highly secret, I would imagine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There she goes, all sideways. Don't lose it, buddy. Don't lose it. You got all the runway. Nice. Dance on that elevator, buddy. Dance on it. Nice. So no departures are happening now. No departures whatsoever. Nothing's happening. These aircraft over here, they got their engines shut down, they said. Next one is Janet 74 from Tonopah. And a 26-year-old 737-600 version. Very rare aircraft. Probably purchased from China. In fact, I'm quite certain it was purchased from China. Here comes Air Force One. Is the gear coming down yet? What are all of the... Here comes the landing gear. Very, very nice. Look at that. Now, these guys will always land on the inboard runway 26 right. They're not going to be landing on 26 left. I have not even heard them check in with tower, but my phone is in my pocket, so... This is a fantastic way to end off the spotting session today. I was about to leave. I don't have time to wait all day for the president here in Vegas. I got shit to do. So as I was getting in my car, I saw them on ADSB Exchange. I'm like, oh, they're here. I've got no tripod friends, so I do apologize for that. That's the shot, isn't it? Greaser touchdown. Nicely done, Colonel. This complete airport is on total fucking lockdown right now. Yeah, welcome to Las Vegas, Mr. President. Love him or hate him, it's cool to capture that. Alright, all the vehicles will be approaching that aircraft, obviously, for security and logistical transport. I would stay clear of Las Vegas Boulevard if I were you. That's going to be all shut down, isn't it? The mighty E4B has arrived. That is spectacular, isn't it? Spectacular view of Air Force One. Oh my word, my muscles are getting fatigued. That's fucking awesome, guys. Goddamn the fucking barbed wire, bro. My muscles are getting so fatigued. Oh shit, I can't hold it straight anymore.